flagging you a fashion. What's cuz what you know about? What's Velo? Why Barry Lee your head ringing? Free Vic Mensa, I'm a star, chain swinging. This that music.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today's matchup features two teams eager to come away with a late season win. It's the Jaguars going up against the Ravens.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. On first down, Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. fumble recovery. Booker flushed out right. Complete to Stewart, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Booker. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive ends. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start?
And look out. I think he's going to go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
They struck up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a second straight week.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week he thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter. He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well. And he's doing it in the offense's backfield. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here. Covering a lot of field. Let's go. From the gun, Booker. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain. Looking to throw. Booker looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Ardarius Stewart there. And it's second down. I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss. Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Booker. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown. And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home? I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often. No, they're not choreographed very well usually. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
Looking to throw on second down. Booker. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go!
Throwing on first down. Booker. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Throwing again. Booker. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Booker. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. On second down, here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. They send Parker in motion left.
6-18.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. He's to the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got Snead. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw on 2nd down. Booker. Pass incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Booker. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Carr will try it again on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Well, the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On play action, now Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they give this time to the tailback. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 24-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down. They send Parker in motion left. On play action, it's Carr. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now they try the right side here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Slot man moves right. Off the play fake. Carr. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Off play action. Carr. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 32-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They don't give it here to his running back. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go! What? Ohio! 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 Let's go! What?
Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Let's go! What?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Booker. Caught right side. It's Snead. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Looking to throw. Booker. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Let's go! What? Flex round! Flex round!
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go! 38! Ohio! Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Hey! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Off the play fake. Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Malik Collins. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's go. 38.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17.
Ohio. Here we go. 1, 9. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, Booker. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Flex round.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Looking to throw on second down. Booker. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Come on, let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up the clock.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now here's a carry heading left. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jaguars, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.